Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is your boy Onyx here today with a Call of Duty Black Ops 2 video on the first DLC, Map Grind. And today's topic will be about the assault rifle, the M8A1. Now, to me, I personally think this is a very controversial weapon. Maybe to others it's not, maybe it is. So basically to start with, this gun is very, very, very good. If you were looking to use ARs, if you were an AR player, then you're basically going to want to use the M8A1. While the AN94 and the other ones are good, I think M8A1 is easily the best assault rifle. It has very good ammo for its just regular clip without extended mags, very good accuracy at really any range, but I'm going to get more into that later on. So to start with, I'm going to start kind of what's unique about this M8A1. I believe it is the only 4 round burst gun in any Call of Duty, at least since Call of Duty 4. I mean, we've always had like the M16A3, which is a 3-round burst, but I think this is the first actual gun that is 4 bullets per a burst. I mean, I may be wrong. You can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. Like, I believe the Shycom CPB, or the Chickum, whatever you want to call it, I believe that's 3. But at least for assault rifles, this is the only 4 bullet per burst gun since COD 4. That's what I've been playing, and that's what I believe it goes back to, maybe even farther. So that's what's kind of unique about it. You know, we've never really seen something like that. And so to move on, the ammo count, 32 bullets. That's pretty good for a 4-round burst assault rifle. That's basically, I mean, that's enough to get the job done, reload, and keep going. It's pretty good ammo count, nothing crazy, nothing too small. Pretty well rounded right there. So for the accuracy, the M8A1 has very good accuracy, especially if you're running toughness, or if you happen to be running foregrip or something, or it's gonna be, the accuracy is really good. If you just have generally good accuracy and you use this gun, you're gonna be doing pretty well with it. It doesn't have much kick or recoil. I mean, at distance, it can take out people pretty easily if you're using like a sight like the reflex like I'm using right here. And I mean, the accuracy is very nice. It's definitely, I think it's a little better than the A94, even without a grip. Like right now, I believe I'm running reflex, quick draw stock, no grip, and you can see how there really isn't much accuracy at all. So the main thing I want to talk about in today's episode is whether or not the M8A1 is overpowered. Now, I think really everyone knows that the M8A1 is a very, very good gun. It is widely used in league play and MLG events, UNG. When Black Ops 2 was like the main game, the M8A1 for competitive was huge. Like, it is a very well-rounded gun, but what I want to talk about is if it's too good. If the stats are just too much, that it just makes the gameplay unfair. And honestly, I want to start talking about the damage. So the damage in this gun, to me, it can be a little iffy at times. I've had it, you know, times where it takes me 1 burst to kill an enemy, and then other times it'll take me 4 and 5 bursts to kill an enemy. Now that kind of ties in with the hit registration in Black Ops 2. I'll briefly talk about that. So Treyarch, definitely its hit registration is it's not as good as Infinity Ward's games. That's one thing Infinity Ward does really well. I briefly talked about that last episode. So with that kind of semi-iffy hit registration, it's not crazy. The M8A1 can sometimes be unpredictable. You never really know if you're just going to get a one-shot burst on a kid, or if it's going to take 3 or 4. It's something that honestly you can't really immediately assume. It's not one of those guns where you can shoot a couple bullets and then just stop, because you don't really know honestly whether or not you're gonna get the kill in the end. And honestly, I personally think it's overpowered. I think the damage, I think it's just a little too much. I mean, and you can kind of just see it in gameplay clips, and this you'll probably see it. I mean, honestly, this also might be controversial. You might say no to this, you might say yes, but I think the M8A1 kind of ruined Black Ops 2, at least for the competitive scene wise. Now in pub, you won't see as many people running it, but if you're playing league play or game battles, or if you're watching an old event from MLG, you're gonna see the M8A1 is used so many times by so many different people, and honestly, I think it kind of made the competitive scene a little worse. I feel like it is so good that there isn't really anything else, especially ARs, that can really compete with this. Like the M8A1, it is good at all ranges. At short range, if you're doing some close quarters combat, if you're running around, it is very good. Medium, it is good. It's got the good accuracy. Long range, it can pick off people. I mean, this gun is so well-rounded, and the stats are so good on this gun that it's just OP. It's overpowered. I mean, and so many people use it that it's hard to counteract this weapon. Like, I could try to pull an A94, but the accuracy won't be anywhere near it, especially if I'm trying to full auto. Now in close range, for sure, maybe I'll take the cake. Maybe I'll kill the guy with the M8A1. But in any distance, really, the M8A1 is gonna be victorious, basically over any AR. I mean, you can maybe hop on a game of League play on Black Ops 2, and anyone that's actually going to be trying, that's going to be, trying to get their rank up, whatever, especially the high rank people in Gold, Platinum, Master, you're going to see a lot of M8A1s around. And really, there aren't that, people don't use that much of a variety of weapons in the League play and such. I mean, you're going to see M8A1s, A94s, and of course you're going to see the occasional DSR ballista. I run the occasional overkill class, you guys know that. I'll pull that out. And then, I mean, for SMGs, you're really going to see, like, Vectors and Scorpions and MSMCs. I mean, just, the M8A1, I think it is too good. I think it just ruined competitive. Its stats are they're just too juiced. I mean, they're just so good. There's nothing that can counteract it. It's such a great gun, and you're gonna see me using it too. I'm not trying to sound hypocritical saying, oh, don't use this gun. You shouldn't be using it. No, you're gonna see me using it a bunch, like right now in this gameplay, because it's good. I want to do good, and I'm gonna use it because it is a great gun. I just think it's just too good. Like, I use it a lot, for sure. I use it a bunch in League, especially Cap the Flag. I pull out the M8A1 probably 9 out of 10 times. I use it in pub, not so much in pub. I use it in game battles. I mean, the gun is very good, for sure. I like it. I just think it's just too good. And that's why I think it kind of destroyed, to me, a little bit of the competitive scene, just because of how well the stats are around it and everything about it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll leave you with a little bit of gameplay, even though the game's about to end, and I just got destroyed right there by about half their team. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!
Operation complete. Nice job, grunts.